Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Saturday Spotlight. We're kind of doing an extended version here. Bandit's wondering, who are you talking to, Mom? Anyway, I thought we'd do a garden tour. We're reaching the end of the season. Things are looking either really good or they're nearing their end. I have not been able to keep up on weeding lately, so you'll have to excuse me. I suffered a fall a few weeks ago and I've been nursing a foot, so I'm a little limpy and I've been slacking in the garden. So anyway, we'll tour around and show you the different areas. Starting here on our back deck, I have two Japanese maples. These are Red Dragon Japanese maples and they're in containers. I do overwinter them in our unheated garage, so we will be tucking those away probably in late October, early November. And then I've got some hanging baskets with some ferns I bought at a local garden center, and then alternating with some coleus that I grew from seed. I started the seed indoors and then transplanted them into the pots in May, so they're doing really good. But this is our back deck area. So we'll go over by the greenhouse and go from there. Okay, so I'm out standing by the greenhouse, but we're looking into the yard at this gorgeous view. Excuse me, we've got neighbors dropping off dogs to the dog sitters, and that makes my dog bark. Hold on. Anyway, as we continue on, we've got our berry white hydrangea tree. Gorgeous, gorgeous tree. Love it, love it, love it. And then I've got a couple limelight trees in boxes, as well as a Korean lilac in the center, lilac tree. We're going to be replacing this, the raised planter, with another one like this in the spring, and planting a couple more blueberry bushes. We've got 3 blueberry bushes in there and some strawberries, and they've done really well this year. So we're going to get a couple more blueberries and increase our harvest. So then as we turn around, we'll look at the greenhouse, the front of the greenhouse. And over here I've got berry white hydrangea in the planter, another limelight tree. If we look down here, we planted 2 firelight tidbits, which are really cute. And then another berry white over here. And then going in right now to the greenhouse, I have a magnetic screen door that you can tie back with the little ties here. And if we look down here, I've got some bush beans I planted seeds on just as an experiment to see what we can get here. I've got green onions I brought in. I've got my tomatoes, which have absolutely loved it in here. I mean, you can look. I've got to get out here and just pick a few more cherry tomatoes. And then we've got lots. And they're still coming on. Same over here, more cherry tomatoes, which are just literally going nuts. But you can see all the fruit in there. We got some almost ripe here. Anyway, things have done quite well. There goes my dog again. We do have a solar powered drip running to all the grow bags. I have some little solar powered fans. Bandit, stop. What else do I have here that's automatic? Oh, automatic roof vent. It's a nice little greenhouse. It's 8 feet by 8 feet. It's a Palram. The model is Glory. And anyway, it's a great little greenhouse. So we'll come back here and we'll head out into the side yard. Alright, so we're here on the side of the property looking down hydrangea row. I've got vanilla strawberry hydrangeas here. This one was planted last. It's a kind of a smaller one. I think because it has to compete with this maple tree for water. But anyway, we just planted some cedars here this spring, which have done really well, trying to keep them well watered. And then we come down this way. I've got two berry white shrubs. Same thing, these two were planted at the same time, but this one I think competes for water, so it's smaller. And then as I limp along, I have the limelight and quickfire right here. You can see the eastern redbud is doing really well. And then we come to the side garden, which is a little shaded right now. But here you can see our little lime punch. I have the buxom beauty rose. We've got our our pugster amethyst butterfly bushes, some echinacea dotted here and there. I've got lavender, some salvia, and I planted this foxglove this year, which is sending off a lot of side shoots, and I'm just letting it go to seed. I'm hoping it reseeds. Excuse my neighbors being loud. You would think they'd be a little quieter. But anyway, hold on. Neighbors are active this morning. They're all being noisy, and it's really early. I don't understand. Anyway, so we come along, and more of the repeats with the little lime punch, echinacea, and we've got some salvia here, and some phlox, which is just doing beautifully. We come around here on the side of the house. I have a new hardy hibiscus. We've got Ernest Markham clematis here. No blooms, of course. It's clematis season's over. We're just letting it die back. I've got a Korean lilac here. More clematis. I've got some coneflower that's smothering out a John Davis rose. And I've got a little mugo pine and another John Davis rose over here with a purple smoke bush. So we've got my nice little garden path, which my son laid for me. I just thought it'd be nice to have a little path here on the side of the house. So we'll go into the front garden now. Here on the corner, you see we've got some lilacs here, and strawberry sundae, hydrangea, another lilac here. And if we rotate around, I've got a beautiful big lilac tree there. Another lilac there. That's a Beauty of Moscow. And then you'll see our beautiful Florentina climbing rose over there. And I have little things dotted in, a couple hydrangeas, and I've got some lavender here. I've got a peony there. Come around to our raised garden, and I have a topiary Scots pine that I have to prune every spring once the candles grow out. So you have to keep these shapes by pruning the candles back. A couple peonies there. Gosh, what else? So I've got some boxwood and clematis scattered here and there. Catmint. More echinacea. I've got a couple mugo pines front and back. And a beautiful emerald arborvitae here. It's doing very well. I did take out, yesterday I had my husband take out the hydrangea tree we had here. We're going to be putting in a fountain. So, got a beautiful 3-tiered fountain we're putting in there. So that'll happen in a couple weeks. And we'll come around to this side and show you. Sorry, I'm dodging the sun here. This beautiful hydrangea, we moved here, I think last year. It was over here, right here, but my husband couldn't open the window because it was in the way. So I cut it back and we moved it over here. And it's doing really well. I believe this is a firelight. I didn't save the tag, but I think it's a firelight. And then next to it down here, I've got the Let's Dance Skyview, which you can see has a beautiful little purple flower showing on the backside. And let me put you on pause again really quick. Sorry about that. I had to put you on pause again. Somebody walking by on their phone arguing with somebody. So it's an unusual morning here, I'm telling you. So here we got another berry white hydrangea that we planted last year. And it's got beautiful color going on. There goes the dog again. Oh, I'm telling you, I picked the wrong morning to film this. Anyway, things are looking really good. And we'll come over here. The last part showing the side of our yard, which is very little. Just a garage planting of, there we go. We've got our honeysuckles and a weigela. And this is Gold Flame, which I did a video on earlier. Gold Flame honeysuckle. Isn't that beautiful? Still budding out really nicely. And I've got the Dropmore Scarlet right here, which is also still doing really well. And then down here, we've got the weigela. This is, what kind is this? Wine and Roses weigela from Proven Winners. Not in bloom right now, but it will be next spring. Alright, so with all the interruptions, that's it for the garden tour for the end of summer 2025. We'll do more Saturday spotlights next spring for sure, because I've missed, say, the rose is blooming nice now, but it'll be in full bloom. I'll do one then, and when the lilacs are blooming, we'll do one then. There goes our neighbor with her dog, with his dog, who has to bark at everyone. But anyway, it's a very nice end of summerish day in the garden here in Eastern Ontario, Canada. And I hope you guys have had a wonderful summer. And I hope with all the pausing and disruptions, you've still enjoyed the video. But that's our garden. Thanks for watching. We will catch you on a future video. Everybody have a great one. And we will see you on the next video. Bye for now.